Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make this hat key holder. I'm using an old set of keys for the demonstration, but this is how our hat looks like. My very first sample, I used this and this is how it came out, quite big because I used a bigger hook and it gave me bigger stitches. I think for this I used a 4.5mm crochet hook. So I had to size down because the holes were showing through. The stuffing was showing through the holes, so I had to size down. So I decided that for this project, for my next sample, I'll be using a 3mm crochet hook so that everything is tight and neat. So I'm still in the process of making some more of these. Let's jump into the video and learn how to make this beautiful piece. So for the materials, you'll be just needing a few items. You'll need yarn. For the yarn, I'm using milk cotton yarn in the color light purple. And then you'll also need a pair of scissors and a 3mm crochet hook. So the other thing that you'll need is the boundary yarn, and that I'm using velvet yarn, which is in color gray, but you can choose any colors of your choice. So my very first sample, I used this glittering yarn, but it's in black, so it won't be showing the stitches very well. And I'll be demonstrating this part using this plain color so that you can see exactly what's going on. You'll also need stuffing that's going to go inside the hat so that it can have that soft look and puffy shape. This is going to help us shape the hat. So grab your first yarn. This is the yarn that's going to go into the middle section of the key holder. Oh, the other thing that you'll need is a darning needle because we need it to join the two sides together. So you're going to start off with a slip knot. And you're going to make a chain of 16. So after a chain of 16, you're going to go into the second chain from the hook. So not this one, but this one. And you're going to place 2 half double crochets. You're now going to go into the next 6 chains with only 1 half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through all. That's the very first one. We want a total of 6. Go into the next chain with 1 half double crochet. Those are 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now you're going to go into the next chain with 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, all in the same chain. You're going to go into the next 6 chains with only 1 half double crochet into each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So into the very last chain, you're going to place a total of 3 half double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we are going to turn around and work on the back side of the starting chain. So go into the next chain. While I'm working this, I'll be weaving in this tail. So go into the next chain with 1 half double crochet and go into the next 4 chains with 1 half double crochet into each. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then now we are going to go into the next chain, and we're going to place 2 half double crochets together, but I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, and then yarn over, skip the next chain which has the 3 half double crochets, and go into the next chain, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You'll have 5 loops on your hook, and yarn over, pull through all, like that. Then you're going to make 1 half double crochet into the next 6 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the 6th chain is the one that had the 2 half double crochets at the beginning. So after this, you're going to go on top of the first half double crochet of the round and place a slip stitch, like that. And that marks the end of the very first round of our work. So we're going to round 2. You can see the heart shape already, but now we are going to build onto it so that we can get something that looks like this, something thicker. So for round 2, you're going to chain 1, and into that very stitch you're going to place 2 half double crochets. So 1 and 2, and then into the next stitch you're going to place 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2. Then in the next 7 you're going to just place 1 half double crochet into each. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So into the next stitch you're going to place 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Now in the next 7 stitches you're going to place only 1 half double crochet. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Into the next 3 stitches you're going to place 2 half double crochets into each. So you're going to place 1 and 2 into the first stitch, then 1 and 2 into the next stitch, then 1 and 2 into the next. So we've worked around the curve, and now we are going to place 1 half double crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to do our 2 half double crochets together, just like we did on the very first round. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, skip the next stitch and go into the next, pull up a loop. You'll have 5 loops on your hook, and yarn over, pull through all, like that. Then you're going to place 1 half double crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now into the next stitch you're going to place a total of 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2. And then after that you're going to go into the very first half double crochet that you made, insert your hook and place a slip stitch, and this marks the end of round 2. You should be having a total of 38 stitches for this round. Now let's go on to round 3. You're going to chain 1. You're going to place 2 half double crochets into the same exact stitch, 1 and 2. Now you're going to place 1 half double crochet into the next, 2 half double crochets into the next, 1 half double crochet into the next 9 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So those are our 9 half double crochets. Now into the next stitch you're going to place 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to place 1 half double crochet in each of the next 9 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now into the next stitch you're going to place 2 half double crochets, 1 half double crochet into the next, 2 half double crochets into the next, 1 half double crochet into the next, 2 half double crochets into the next, 1 half double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we are going to do our 2 half double crochets together. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, skip the next stitch and go into the next, pull up a loop. You'll have 5 loops on your hook, and yarn over, pull through all. And then you're going to place 1 half double crochet into the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to go into the next stitch with 2 half double crochets, and then into the next stitch you're going to place 1 half double crochet, which is the very last stitch, and then you're going to go on top of the first half double crochet that we made, and you're going to slip stitch. After that you're going to chain 1 and cut your yarn, leaving a tail behind, and then you're going to pull through. So this marks the end of our hat. So for my first sample I used a 4mm, I think a 4.5, and the stitches were kind of open and you can see the stuffing through. So I decided for the demonstration I'll be using a 3mm so that the stitches are quite close and the stuffing inside can't show through. So these hats are going to be kind of smaller than the original piece. So you're going to go ahead and make a duplicate of this piece, just like we have here. I've already made mine, but I followed the same exact instructions and steps to get the other side of the hat. Now you're going to get your boundary color. I don't know what color you've chosen, but for me, I've chosen gray for this one. Maybe I would have done pink, I don't know, but I think let me do pink so that you can see the stitches clearly. So you're going to get your velvet yarn and make a slip knot. Make sure you're working on the right side of your work. You can attach your velvet yarn in any stitch, like that. I hope the pink and the background is not interfering with the actual piece. You're going to just make one single crochet in each and every stitch all the way around. Just make one single crochet and make sure these stitches are not very tight. Just give yourself peace and continue to work one single crochet in each and every stitch. So when it comes to these places where we were making increases, just don't mind about that. Just go into each and every stitch with one single crochet. So we are almost coming to the end of this row, and I'm placing my very last single crochet into the very last stitch. And after this, you're going to make a slip stitch into the very first single crochet that you made, and then leave a loop, cut your yarn, and you're going to bring this tail through this loop, and then you're going to pull, and you can see the boundary color has been worked around the hat. You're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing for your second hat, so that we can now start joining. Now at this point, you can turn your work around and make a knot. It can be a triple knot. This is for the very first hat, and then you can cut your yarn. But for the second hat, you're not going to cut your yarn like this. I'm going to show you what to do. For the second hat, you're going to make a double knot or a triple knot. That's a double knot. And we're going to cut the shorter strand. Don't cut it on the edge, because at the end of the day, we're going to use this tail is going to be on the inside. So now we're going to assemble our work, making sure that the right sides are facing outside. So this is the wrong side, and then this is the right side, so that the wrong side can meet the wrong side, like this. And you're going to grab your darning needle. So we're going to be using the strand that we left behind on one of the hats. Just thread your darning needle with that strand. It should be long enough. So we're going to start joining this hat. So make sure all the tails are on the inside. Any tail that you have to weave in, all these tails have to be on the inside or the wrong side of the work. Hold your hat like this, and you're going to start joining stitch to stitch. So I'm using the inner loops. You can see exactly what I'm doing. The velvet yarn may block you from seeing that, but I'm only going into the inner loops, the loops that are close to each other on the single crochet stitch. Those are the ones that I'm going into. And you're going to continue to join all the way around until you have about 5 to 10 stitches left. I think 10 is too much. 5 stitches left on your hat. So as you join, make sure all the tails are hidden onto the inside of the work. Make sure you don't skip any stitch. This velvet yarn is a bit confusing and you can easily miss stitches because the stitches are not so visible. So as you can see, I've gone all the way around and I still have a little hole here. And this is where we're going to pass our stuffing so that we can get that puffy shape of the hat, that soft look. So when you have a little hole left, we're going to start stuffing our hat so that we can create that good shape. So what I like to do is to get small pieces of this stuffing. I don't put a very big chunk at once. So I'm going to start putting them through one by one. So this is going to depend on how puffy you want your hat to be, whether you want it very full or moderate look, but I prefer to fill it up. If you still feel like this is not enough, you can add some more. As you stuff your hat, you have to give it shape. Okay, I think this is enough. And you can see how everything looks like now. Now we are going to continue to join the pieces together. So close up your stitches until the very last stitch, making sure that all the tails are on the inside. Push them to the inside so that they don't show through. And after this, I'm going to just go in and out using the pink yarn. Then in and out. We are putting this loose tail through the stuffing. And after this, you can cut your yarn. So we are done with the velvet yarn part. That's the most tricky part of this project, especially if you haven't used velvet yarn before. After this, we're going to go back to our main color, which is purple. It appears blue here, I don't know why, but you're going to go back to your main color. Make a slip knot, and you're going to go into the middle, the exact middle of your hat, on both ends, like this. And you're going to pull through that slip knot, the loop of the slip knot, carefully, like that, and then yarn over, pull through. And then you're going to make a chain of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. After that, you're going to go back into the same space where you placed the slip knot, and then pull through. Sorry, this can be a little bit tricky. So just go onto this side, pull through like that, and create a slip knot. And then you're going to chain one. Make sure your stitches are tight at this point. Cut your yarn. And now we have two tails to deal with. You can just tie around that loop like that, so that we don't have an opening at the base of that loop, like this. And now you can use your darning needle to weave in these tails, or you can just cut. So I think I'm going to just cut. After making a very tight knot, you can cut your yarn. And this is what we have. We are done with our key holder. And from here, I have a very old key. So you just get this and put this loop through that coiled ring. And this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.